Gainesville is home to historic Bobby Gruen Field. The facility was recently selected as the Sports Turf Managers Association High School Field of the Year. And I recently had the opportunity to visit with the turfgrass guru who makes it all happen. Today we're on historic Bobby Gruen Field right here in Gainesville. And I tell you, I don't know a prettier place to be in all the city or county than right here on this beautiful Bermuda grass field. We're here today to talk with David Presnell, who's with Gainesville Parks and Rec. David, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good. Well, I know you've had a busy summer, had a lot going on, but first, as we start talking about this field, about Bobby Gruen Field and all the other parks in the city, tell us what you do for the city. I know you've got a busy job, you're going all the time.
I coordinate and oversee all of the turf and landscape for Gainesville Park and Rec, and that takes care of the athletics fields as well as all the parks that we have.
So you're not only on this field, you've got how many other parks that you're maintaining?
Parks, we probably have 6 or 7. We have 10 athletic fields altogether.
Okay.
With this site has 5 on it, and then we have our other park out at Lanier Point that has 5 on it.
Do all the fields look as good as this one?
Well, yes, they do. I'm going to say while we're on TV, yes, they do.
Before we talk about this field here, tell us a little bit about how you got interested in the turfgrass industry and what brought you to the city.
Well, I've always been interested in landscaping. I started out as a kid following my grandfather around in the garden, working with dirt and just doing whatever he was doing. And it kind of progressed into, once I got out of high school, I started working in landscape management and have been there ever since.
Okay. Well, how long have you been with the city?
I've been with the city for 6 years.
6 years. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about this field in particular. This is a historic field. Longtime Gainesville residents know it from way back. But I know a few years ago, y'all did a major renovation to kind of bring this field up to where it is today so that you can maintain it like that. What went into that renovation process? Okay.
In 2005, after the football season, we came in and completely stripped the whole area. Went back and just renovated it up to a sand-based field that has complete drainage, in-ground irrigation, and then TIF Sport Bermuda on top.
Okay. You mentioned sand base. I know why that's important. Tell our folks out there, why is it important that you have that sand base? What does that do for the field?
Drainage.
Okay.
Is so key. We can get, I want to say it's 24 inches an hour. This field can handle, which we'll never see that, but the water will go right through and we can keep playing.
Well, I know it's a great thing in terms of drainage, being able to get that water off the field, but a few years ago we had some issues because the field drained so well and we couldn't water. You really had some challenges.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
without water, and we weren't holding any water, and it was very much a mess, if you remember.
I do. I remember you calling me on a Sunday afternoon and saying this field is in bad shape. I came out Monday morning and because that drainage was so good, the field drained very, very fast. It got up to, in the high 90s and really did a number on it. But now that we're back into normal water conditions, the drought is officially over. With just a little bit of water, you can maintain this field at optimum conditions.
That's right. And we're just on our 3-day-a-week cycle right now, and as you can see, it looks good.
It does. It looks really, really nice. Now, the one thing I want people to understand is you don't just come out here around the end of July and start working on this field. You're out here all the time, right?
It's a 12-month job, really, to have this field ready for football season. Now, after football, we do play soccer and lacrosse here. So the season will actually go until the spring, and then we'll have the spring football game, and then we'll concentrate from then on to get ready for football.
Well, I noticed you're mowing this grass pretty close. About how close do you mow it on average? What's the height?
We're a ½ inch right now.
A ½ inch. So it has the grade and the level, it has to be perfect to be able to mow that close.
That's right. And this field is graded flat. There's no crown in it, and so we can maintain a ½ inch here with no problems.
Mowing at a ½ inch, how often are you mowing?
Right now we're mowing every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Wow.
Every day.
Now, in terms of care during the season, I know that you try to keep this field looking as good as possible throughout the off season, but when the football players come on and all that activity starts, I imagine there's a lot of cleanup and repair work after the fact, after those games.
That's right. We will actually come in and solid tine aerify after every game. We'll mow it, and then we'll go and fill all the divots in with sand.
Okay.
And that's just the basic after the game cleanup.
Now, this is a Bermuda grass field, but y'all do overseed with ryegrass, is that correct?
Yes, perennial ryegrass.
And what's the purpose of doing the overseeding?
To give us the green color once the Bermuda goes dormant, and it actually helped the field hold together at the end of football season and through soccer and lacrosse.
Okay, so how many months a year is play going on this field?
We're playing from, if you want to say football, will be August through the beginning of November, and then we'll start back up in March with soccer and lacrosse. We'll play until May.
Wow, so you're only getting a few months to get this field back into good shape at the end of that long season.
That's right.
Well, hey, David, I appreciate your time today, and folks, we hope that you'll come visit this field anytime and come out and see a game. You'll enjoy it, and when you do so, if you see David, give him a big pat on the back. He does a great job out here. Thanks for joining us today for Let's Talk. We hope you enjoyed the program, and we encourage you to send us your comments or suggestions. Shoot us an email or give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Maybe we'll incorporate some of those ideas or suggestions into future shows. I'm your host, Billy Skaggs, and until next time, take good care.
We hope you enjoyed the first episode of Let's Talk. We want your feedback. Please email us at tv18@gainesville.org.
You're watching TV 18, the government channel for Gainesville and Hall County.